Yes, here I am again, Rodney Owens. I have another poem for you. It's called What's in a Name. Once upon a time, there was this wise man named Educated who married this beautiful woman named Motivated. Soon after, they got R-rated and became impregnated and procreated 3 kids whom they named Emancipated, Upgraded, and we own a vacation house in the Caymans. Now, Educated and Motivated lived upstairs from this less than smart, jaded couple named Ignorant and Stagnated, whom also procreated 3 crumb snatchers they named All I Do Is Get Faded. I gotta do crime to provide all the basics, and dead or incarcerated. So one day, Ignorant and Stagnated ran into Educated and Motivated and started conversating wherein Ignorant and Stagnated stated about their living situation. We're about to get eradicated. Show us how y'all made it. Educated said, sit down, Ignorant and Stagnated, let me educate you. Your father's name was failed to train you, and your mother's name was no structure. So it's impossible for y'all to make it. It goes against y'all nature. Y'all was born destined for failure, it just ain't in you. The next night after dinner, while driving home feeling hopeless, Ignorant and Stagnated got into a small fender bender with these masculine and feminine twin siblings named Focus and Discipline. Now, Focus and Discipline took a liking to Ignorant and Stagnated and was compassionate on how they was living with their 3 grown children in some rundown project tenement. So Focus began to tutor Ignorant, and Discipline began to train Stagnated. And after many trials, tribulations, and being challenged, changes began to happen. Tutored by Focus, Ignorant became intelligent. And by way of the rigorous training methods of Discipline, Stagnated became active, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Like mine. Do it like this.
Yeah, hear us out, though.
That's all.
Violence,
That's all.
pain,
That's all.
drugs,
That's all.
gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day is a fight.
I'm from the killing fields, where you feel the steel pointed at your grill. Real is real, where they drink smoke and they pop pills. Stop feel, where I'm coming from. Young and holding guns, young and dumb. They get one time and we all run. Gate hopping, ain't stopping for nobody. Cause you know the police in my hood will shoot your body. Low shotty on the waistband, raised in the wastelands. See my homie get shot next to me, now we can't stand. Lost young and violent, it costs if not silent. And every day outside of my window I'm hearing sirens. I'm tired, so retired's what I gotta be. I lost the desire cause the fire's going inside of me. Prison life ain't living life, judges keep on giving life. Far as I'm concerned, in my hood we ain't living right. I just wanna live the fight, knuckle up, don't drink, buckle up, and make sure my future is bright and don't muck it up. Luck is luck, but I don't wanna duck no shots. Even if I go straight, I gotta watch for cops. I gotta watch my block for the next youngsters come up. I'm paranoid every night, scared to put my gun up. But the next youngster run up, I'm gonna handle him quick. I'd rather be 12 in the box instead of a rambling Vic. I'm spitting images so you can see I'm living this life. I didn't have no choice in it, I was given this life. But I'm bigger than life, cause every day I'm living with death. God has blessed me with this talent, so I'm giving it breath. Breathe.
That's all.
Violence.
That's all.
Pain.
That's all.
Drugs.
That's all.
Gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day is a fight. That's all.
Violence.
That's all.
Pain.
That's all.
Drugs.
That's all.
Gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day is a fight.
Perception was deficient from addiction, malnutrition. Cause I was eating feet, living off trick knowledge and treating ignorant serious. On that South Central Los Angeles sidewalk doctrine, jobless college, I cut knowledge and duck logic. Piss poor pockets, pot sticks, and alcoholic beverages. Lord, it helped the pain. I swore by robbing and selling cane. I called them the Hunger Games. I carried a sword, that stainless steel thing. I gang bang. Fame or infamous, my aim, cause they the same thing. Strange brain function. I campaign drunken. Then blame game the white man for my dysfunction, funkin', choking, outlining, bodies coughing off that awesome weed smoke off. The God within me, I off them. All who love me, family, I cross them and toss them. Lost in the sauce, the God spit my eye and rubbed the dross off. I was spiritually butt naked, homie, draws off. Now I'm Theo the Doctos, God taught. I turned off the false, died on the cross, love hangover, died the Ross. I was wine and dined by the boss with logo stars. Now I'm the all-wise oracle, my mouth's a double log. I was rescued when I got caught. My view was skewed, my bad, my fault. I said F the rules, ooh, that stuff costs. Ooh, that wound got salt. Ooh, I was riding on fumes. The God put me in this jury box's vault and turned me into a precious stone from a fool that stayed stone. Stone damn gone wrong. I went from wrong to strong, now I'm hella grown. Now I interpret Quran and Bible Rosetta Stone. I plugged up the Wi-Fi on my third iPhone. Now I get good connections with God even in the dead zone.
That's all.
Mob,
That's all.
pain,
That's all.
drugs,
That's all.
gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life.
True story,
Cause
true
every
story.
day was a fight. That's all.
Mob,
That's all.
pain,
That's all.
drugs,
That's all.
gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day is a fight.
3 L's, 85 years, my pain is grief. Late night sweat soaks from my soul to sheets. Can't sleep, weak-minded from my bad mistakes. Now I'm locked up in prison doing time with fakes. Snakes look with their fangs back, ready to bite. But mentally I'm focused and my mind is right. This time's a fight, so I'ma keep my fists clenched ready and keep my arm distance from these misfits steady. This medley from this music can keep the peace. That's the reason that I use it to speak through beats. Opportunity is knocking, the choice is yours. You the only one to stop it, that voice is yours. Got a vision and a plan, my decision as a man is to stand up on my own 2 feet and take a stand.
Yeah. Don't smoke crystals, snort diesel, and poke needles. Cause they skill deceitful, they're still your peaceful, still your reasonable. Have you stealing from your mama, increasing her wrinkles? People calling you a piece of fecal, feeble-minded, unreasonable, anal, evil, easel. Who in desperate need of Jesus Cristo and need to pray, take a knee, Tim Tebow. When the devil need pray, where the first place he goes, South Central, Los Angeles, searching for poor ignorant folk. But I'm the archangel with the rebellious slave angle, Django.
Violent,
That's all.
pain,
That's all.
drugs,
That's all.
gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day was a fight. That's all.
Mob,
That's all.
pain,
That's all.
Drugs.
That's all.
gang.
That's all I ever seen in my life. Cause every day is a fight. That's all
It's a fight,
I
man.
ever seen. Ooh,
Like mine. Boy, Red,
And never glorifying it, or just testifying.
living the life we live.
My name is J.D. Peacock, and I have had a creative mind for as long as I can remember. My mother told me that I was always trying to draw the things I loved on television since I was about 3 years old. She said I would draw things like King Kong and Godzilla over and over until everyone could tell me they actually looked like what I was trying to draw. I've been involved with arts and corrections at various prisons throughout the state for a number of years now. I'm proud to have donated some of my artwork to charities such as St. Jude's and Wounded Warriors Project, just to name a few. I'm also proud to be a part of the Arts and Healing program here at SCC. I'm just getting started here, but as the resource coordinator, I look forward to being a part of our program's growth in the future.
The name of this poem is My Desire for More. Trespass into my life as I self-destruct, instinctively acting without thought, caught in this delusion of grandeur, my desire for more. I'm a lost cause, a lost pause in life. What can I be now? What can I see now in my future? I assert myself, but I hurt myself with every try. Caught in this abyss, this twist that I call my life, my desire for more. Gangs, drugs, murder, prison. That's the order in which my life has moved forward. My barriers were my choices in life. There's no one to blame, no one to claim this lost cause that I have became. To conceive that I have achieved nothing in life is saddening yet maddening at the same time. Caught behind the blinds of my mind, my desire for more. I don't condone my choices, but these voices remind me of my greed. So I feel the need to hold this burden inside with no pride for my distasteful ways. But my distasteful days are behind me to remind me of my mistakes. Caught in this illusion of reals but fakes, my desire for more. Liability was never my concern till it was my turn to feel shame and blame for my decisions. These incisions into my soul dig tenfolds deeper than a junkie's needle. But I got that work, what you need, my desire for more. I operated under the assumption that this was right, that this was a fight for my survival, but my revival of my life has exposed the real, exposed the steel that covered the belligerent heart that was thinking and sinking so low. What was I thinking? My desire for more. But I'm woke now. I've spoke now with these songs that I've tried to turn from sad to glad, but I can't find a note. So I choke back these tears of a man, fears of a man who understands his mistakes, surprised that I'm alive to strive with my head up instead of dead up in a coffin, coughing off dirt. It hurts, but I no longer have a desire for more.
Often as I could. And I don't think of you as often as I should. But if I could, I would tell you I love you. Last night, same dream
Hi, my name's Johnny, and I'd like to tell you what art means to me. What art means to me has changed a lot from when I was a kid, drawing and painting by numbers in my room by myself. I'm still creating, only now I'm using different tools and different canvas, and now I do it in the open for everyone to see. I'd like the time I spend here to mean something. Lately, I've been a part of the Merced mural project. We're a team of 5. Working on a project like this has given me a chance to grow as an artist. Working alongside others at the same time was a challenge because everyone is bringing their own unique vision to the piece. In the beginning, difference in opinion, creativity, all of that was going on. But it was the process. That was what was important. It was the steps we took. I think that was what it's all about. Prison art, I'd really like to say, is not only the things you see in prison. I mean, is there such a thing as freedom art? Only the things you have to be free to see? I guess prison art can be those cliche things. Gun towers, cell blocks. Those are the landscapes. But I don't look at the world through the lens of a prison, only from it. I know there's more because I can imagine it. I'm 40 years old. I see dark contrasts, heavy darks next to subtle grays that develop quickly. I can also see unique color combinations. So artist in prison, yes. Prison art, not so much. The outlines, they are part of the story, but no two of us will shade them in the same way. It's taken me a long time to be where I'm at today, and I've had a lot I've had to get over. I believe you can see that in my art now, in the material I choose to represent myself. I see myself in the eagles, the raven, the falcons, and the owls. I bring my own signature into every portrait. We all have something to say, just might have a different way of saying it. That's what this particular group, originally Art and Healing, now Art and Corrections, has done for me. It's given me a space to grow. I'm thankful for this program because of the opportunity to create alongside people I normally wouldn't have the chance to even conversate with. This group gives me the chance at new communication, different conversations. Art is our common bond. It's more than just a prison landscape. Thank you.
Rodney Owens. I come to do a little poetry this time. Well, I did some poetry last time, but it was just poetry over music, which, better known as rap, but, I just think of it as poetry. This one right here is called Abstract Contract. And, well, let me not introduce it. Let me let you just hear it. I'm the all-in-all compact. I came from divine thought into form with the abstract contract. But right now, I'm in default of my abstract contract. Instead of honoring my contract, I went to combat with a blue rag, crack, and a strap, not knowing that was in violation of the terms of my abstract contract. I tried to read and understand the terms of my contract, but the terminology and fine print therein within was too abstract, so my vehicle got carjacked by this veiled bandit named Third Eye Cataracts, whom was also under contract of the spiritual principalities, secret societies, code name Republicans and Democrats. Yeah, it's my fault I'm in default of my abstract contract, but that Third Eye Cataracts, that carjacked my cerebrum cortex, my R complex, and left me hard-pressed and perplexed. Poverty and ignorance rendered me no match. I was an easy vic for Third Eye Cataracts, the agent under contract of Republicans and Democrats. I turned my back on my abstract, hard-to-grasp contract within for something more concrete outside me. Drugs, women, and the mean South Central streets where guns meet with pork, red meat, and stupidity. We mix them in our bodies with Hennessy and Remy, weed and nose candy, and meat and hang out on the corner of bad chemistry and recipe for catastrophe. Soon after, we all found ourselves meeting up in the penitentiary, wherein within I heard a little voice buried under the filth within me say, "You remember me? I'm that abstract contract from way back. You ready to learn how to read me?" I said, "Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got nothing else to do." The abstract contract said, "Before you read and understand my terminology in fine print, first we got to medicate and combat that third eye cataracts. And learning how to meditate, theology, and philosophy is the antidote for that." I said, "Oh yeah, always been inclined to that." The third eye contract said, "Yeah, it's part of the divine thought, compact and packed in your form. I've been trying to tell you that, but you stopped listening and disconnected your headphone jack." I said, "Yeah, my bad. I had my face buried in the marijuana grass. I was preoccupied on PCP and on the gas, going nowhere fast. But I'm here now, ready to learn how to read myself. The divine thought compact and packed in my form, so I can live and uphold my abstract contract, which is the all-in-all God." Thank you very much.
Had a sweet companion, as sweet as summer rain. She'd have lived and died for me. She'd have rocked away my pain. I could have had love. I could have had love, but I chose these chains. These chains. These chains. Oh my God, these chains. I could be flying with eagles or running with the wolves. Every one for these, except for these. Every one for these. Chains and all my prayers. They keep me off my knees. Keep me singing the same old song. Spreading the same disease. I could change it all. I could change it all, but I choose these chains. These chains. These chains. Oh Everyone for these, except for these. Everyone for these. I got a chain called my addiction. Got a chain called my mistake. Got a chain called my affliction. Got a chain called the cure I take. I got a chain called no one loves me. Got a chain called dear old dad. Got a chain called hearts I've broken until all I see, all that is left of me will be these chains. These chains. Oh my God, these chains. I could be flying with the eagles or running with the wolves. If it weren't for these, except for these
Hey, my name is Gerald Welsh, and I'm the Associate Coordinator for the Arts and Healing, now known as the Arts and Corrections Program. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Damian Renault for teaching me what it means to be a professional and giving me the encouragement I needed in order to follow through on projects until their completion. Also, I'd like to thank Miss Maria Atkins for getting involved in the program and encouraging each man to be themselves and taking an active role in ensuring that the men in this place have a place to show their talents. And to all the men in the Arts and Corrections Program for the dedication and time to this program. It has been a blessing working with all of you. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Miss Stacy Hay, for all her hard work teaching and her encouragement that she does with each and every one of us. With help from Mr. Renault, the Community Resources Manager, we created an art and healing program here at SCC in 2014 when we partnered with Homeboy Industries to create a mural for the Art Miles Mural Project. At one time, there was a program called Arts and Corrections that was closed down due to the lack of funding. But thanks to the Williams James Association and the California Arts program, Arts and Corrections is now back. The Arts and Healing Program has survived for the past 3 years on donations that was procured by Mr. Damian Renault, myself, and another inmate, Sean Mooney, by reaching out to the community, family, and friends. Since the relaunch of Arts and Corrections into the prison system, Ms. Hay from the Williams James Association has been able to help with supplies, teaching, and support. The purpose of the Arts and Healing Program is to learn to communicate with others, in order to benefit the Sierra Conservation Center's inmate community, give the men here an outlet and release from their everyday struggles, as well as raise funds through the sale of artwork created within the program. For charity, giving the men a sense of self-worth by giving back. We have raised funds for the Tuolumne County Art Alliance, Vietnam Veterans Chapter 391 out of Sonora, California, Sierra Bible, our founder Breast Cancer Foundation, Sonora High School Golden Regiment Band, as well as a 9-year-old boy, Elijah Mainfield, who later lost a 6-year battle with cancer. I enjoy watching these men grow. Some come in not knowing how to draw or how to paint, and before long encouraging others to join the program. Men of different backgrounds, cultures, and races all coming together to create mural projects for the community. Our sponsor, Maria Atkins, though not an artist, has been very dedicated in ensuring that the men in this program has a free place to express themselves in all forms of art. As you can see in the video that we're putting together today, she has taught us to reach for the stars, not let nothing hold us back. Step out of our comfort zones and work with one another on everything we do. My goal for this program is to work with other programs in the community who is willing to help these men and give these men another chance to give back to their community and to gain the support of the community to help our program grow. Ms. Hay has been a blessing to this program, has taught us a lot, has helped each and every one of us in here, myself included, grow from experience. Mr. Renault has taught me and new professionals how to keep my mouth shut and listen. That has helped a lot in this program. I came to a point that I've had to actually sit and listen to what I was saying and listen to what others were saying. With help, that has helped me to grow. And this program right here for the last 3 years, since 2014, so yeah, 3 years, has benefited me a lot. And with that, I'd like to thank Ms. Hay for being in here today and making sure that this video did happen. Also, as well as Deacon Carl Welsbacher, I'd like to thank him as well for sitting with us time and time again for our rehearsals to make sure that the band members and everything was able to do their music today. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Clarence Rose. I'm a proud member of the Sierra Conservation's Art and Healing Program. I've been a member for a couple of years, and through it I've done a lot of growing. And this poem that I'm about to do is, it represents that part of us where we destroy what we used to be and become what we're meant to be. And it's called I Killed Myself. My destiny's lost, tossed aside like scraps while I scratch for a piece of life, dehumanized in the eyes of those willing to judge, a scarred up past that put me last in the race to achieve. I killed myself, smothering my pain with violence while hearing the sirens that race to the scene. I've seen too much, while I lean too much in the wrong direction, so my perception of responsibility is killing me. I killed myself. I filled myself up with so much bull that my cup floweth over with stupidity. Want a sip? Don't trip. Drinks on me. A full glass of past mistakes for all you snakes to swallow. I killed myself. Accountability has been filling me with a nasty taste in my mouth, and I doubt that I can ever get rid of it. Destructive patterns are hard to change, and sometimes they freeze the brain. So critique these words that are more undeserved than any I've ever spoke. I've never spoke this raw, shameless yet blameless at the same time. I killed myself. Absent parent, incoherent to my child's needs. Greed consumed my soul until I was on the roll to an early grave. Self-enslaved lifestyle of a gangster. Bang, bang. I killed myself. Shots fired, cops hired to protect my neglected streets from my sinister ways, but still the minister prays for my salvation. Tragically, it's in vain. Need I explain? I killed myself. Sucked into a vacuum of wrong by a throng of grown men who have been in and out of the pen. Opinionated as you may be, you can't point the finger at me. I see your flaws flop out as your jaws drop out in shock while you spot the similarities in my words. Sounds absurd, but here's the twist. I'm glad I killed me, because the real me has emerged with a surge to be something good in life, to adhere to the rules and disassociate with fools. I see my future, and I'll shoot you now with advice. I killed myself. Then at the same time willed myself to be a man, accountable for my actions and relaxing in the fact that I'm not perfect, but I'm not worthless either. So I'll delete the old me and critique the new. I'm glad I grew. I killed myself, inspired by something higher in me that inflamed a desire in me to reach the youth and teach the truth of wrong turns chose. So take a good look at Rose, because I killed myself. Thank you.